If you want to be successful in life, this message is for you. One of the biggest things I'll say that play a toll in your success is the people you hang around with, your network. The reason that I say it's a big part is because the friendship group that you choose to hang around with, over the time, you will become those people. Those characteristics that they have play a toll on your personality. So you need to make the decision and be observant. The people you choose to hang around with, are they good for you or are they not? Speaking from experience myself, when I left school, I chose to disconnect from my friendship group. The reason is because I had to make a choice. And the choices that they decided to make were not the choices that I wanted to make as well. So I would rather be alone than be in bad company. So if you're with your friends and you're chilling and you want to get to the top, you have to make the decision, are these people going to help me get there? Or are they just going to drag me down? Another part that plays in your success, your network. Your network is your net worth. Hands down, 100% facts. Your network is your net worth. So the people you choose to be in your network will open opportunities for you. Again, you've got to make the decision. Do you want those people in your life? Are they going to help you? The best thing I'd say in networking is choose people that are smarter than you. If you're the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room, my friend. So choose people that are smarter than you, because they will take you to the top. In networking, it's a lot more, for me, I find it easy. I find networking easy because I enjoy speaking to people. I get along with people. If you don't enjoy speaking to people, then that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But trust me, it's not as bad as you think it is. The best thing I'd say about networking is work on how you speak. The way how you talk sets the tone for the conversation. When you're networking with someone and you mumble, do you think that person's going to take you seriously? No way. No way. So learn to articulate yourself properly when you're speaking to people. The first impression, the first few seconds of your interaction sets the tone. See, this message is mainly for a lot of young guys. If you don't know how to network, if you don't know how to speak to serious people, again, this video is for you. Do the basics, the firm handshake. When you meet someone, look them in the eye, shake their hand with a firm handshake. That plays a massive part. Like I said, articulate yourself properly. Your body language sets the tone. You've got to make yourself approachable and presentable. Again, speaking from experience, over a long course of my period, I've built my network up massively and I've worked hard to do it. But why? It's become a lot easier now than when I first started. When I first started, I was nervous. I didn't know what to say to them. But you've got to do your research. You've got to know who you're speaking to. A story of mine is, you must have heard in one of my previous videos of my goal to bring a multi-million-pound deal to my company. And I knew I needed to build my network. I had a meeting with a big connect. And how I prepared myself for this meeting is like I would never do. I did a lot of work for this meeting, let's just put it that way. This guy could open a lot more opportunities for me than I could know. He has made a massive part in my success. And he's gonna continue to play a massive part because he's willing to help me. He's willing to give me the time of the day. But he's only willing to give me the time of day because he likes me. That's why I say people buy from who they like. I can't express it enough. So the story was, I messaged him on LinkedIn. I said, we met at this event. It'll be great to get some advice from you. Have you got a spare 20 minutes for a coffee? I wasn't expecting him to reach out because he's a big connect and he's one of the big dogs basically. He's one of the big dogs, and I thought to myself, there's no way he's coming back. But in a couple of weeks, he came back and he said, hey, Jason, great reaching out to you. Yeah, let's meet up. So at that moment, I realized I needed to get my game plan on. So what I did is I did every single bit of research on this guy. I needed to know inside out who I was meeting and what I'm going to say. The best thing I could say to you when you're networking is, and you know who you're meeting, have a specific agenda. Know the points in your head, what you want to talk about. You control the conversation. It's kind of like a podcast or an interview. You know what topics you want to cover. So you got to have them in your head ready. And that's what I did. I knew who I was speaking to. I knew everything about him from when he first started, when he went to school. Because I know what I wanted my outcome to be. You have to know what your outcome is. And my outcome was to get a second meeting with him and to possibly get some connects off of him. And those both happened. But I'll get to that in a minute. So I went to go meet him. When I went to go meet him, when we met each other for a coffee, we started talking about what industry's both in, how it's affecting our industry at the moment. Then we went into a bit deeper. What I wanted to do is I wanted to get to know the person I'm speaking to, so I know how to direct the conversation. You got to get information. One of the main things is he's an Arsenal fan. I'm an Arsenal fan, so I knew that's a topic that we can always relate to. We can always go back to that. So that's one thing that you got to collect the little informations. They give you little gems. So I spoke about his career. The best thing I could say to you is, this is the best advice I can give you, is people love to talk about themselves. I promise you that. People love to talk about themselves. You could be having a conversation with someone and they can talk about themselves for 30 minutes straight. You don't even say anything. And then you finish the conversation and they're like, wow, let's have another one. That was a great conversation. But you didn't say anything back. People love to talk about themselves. So that's what I was doing. That was my aim, to get as much information about him. He's going to tell me who he is. So we spoke about his career. We spoke about how he got to the person he is today. And then we went a little bit deeper. We went a little bit deeper on his life story, what he does, how he got to where he is. Again, learning about him. I knew this stuff already before I went in this meeting. I just needed him to say it to me. So then he'd be like, okay, that's interesting, wow. Anyway, fast forward. I told him what my goals was. Be honest with the person you're meeting. If you're meeting a high level person that you want to have in your network, be yourself and be honest. Because I promise you, they'll see right through it. I was honest with him. I said, listen, I'm young, ambitious. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm trying to achieve. And he said, let me connect you with these 3 people. He connected me with one of the biggest persons in our industry. 3 of the biggest people in our industry, 3. One of them could open doors for me like you could never think of. He was the key person I needed. And he just gave it to me just like that. He messaged them saying, Jason is a great guy. I can vouch for him. Just give him a chance. But you know what he said to me? He said, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't like you. So again, I can't express enough. People buy from who they like. He gave me the chance because he liked me as a person. He said, you come across so well. How you speak for your age, how you dress. I'm in a tracksuit right now because I just came back from the gym, but I was in a suit. I was in a blazer, I was in a shirt, I was in a tie. These things matter. The way how you come across matters. The way how you speak. Like I said, if you're mumbling, no one's going to take you seriously. So these are the little skills that you need to focus on. I can't express it enough. So many people want to go to uni, want to get a degree. So many people want to do this. So many people want to do it. Some people want to be at the top and forget what it takes to get to the top. But you can't even do the basics right. You can't even speak properly. Educate yourself. So going back to what my point is, your network is your net worth. This guy alone opened the door with 3 big people in my industry. That opens more avenues for me to make me successful. So that one connect could be the answer. And you're gonna get some time wasters. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not always gonna be a gem. You're gonna get some people that are like, yeah, and they're time wasters. But again, that's when it comes down to the research. Know who you want to connect with. Know where they're gonna be, and do your research. So to summarize, the people you hang around determines your success in life. Your network, is your net worth.